Hi everyone, hello to all of you and welcome to this session. Here we are going to do some more questions, and these are beneficial for your English Prelims Phase 1 English section of competitive exams that you are preparing for. Please let me know first of all if I am properly audible and visible to all of you. I am also going to share this link with some of my students, regular students. By that time आप मुझे बता सकते हो if my audio and video is fine. I hope it's all okay. So those who don't know me, I'm Niharika John Mehra, your faculty of English here. Have been teaching English for more than 10 years now. You'll get a lot of variety when you attend these sessions here. I also have classes. Now these are the daily classes. We have at 1:30 short practice sessions, okay? And on this channel we have classes on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Then we have other 3 days that those are Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays. So we have classes on our another channel, it's IBPS Hub. Okay, so we have that other channel where you can get more sessions. That's a new channel, so we want you people to be a part of it. उसे भी आप subscribe जरूर कर लें. Now, in today's session, we have again mixed pattern, and we are going to do these questions with timer. So I hope you all are ready. जल्दी से session को like और share कर दो, and let's get going. This is sentence correction question. So you can get a phrase or you can get a phrase which is just a part of grammar, not the typical phrase. दोनों तरीके से check करना है आपको. Please get going. आंसर आपको चैट में करना है. यू हैव टू आंसर हियर इन द चैट. ओके, answer here is we called a cab. Okay, so when you have two clauses, after once we have the car broke down. This is verb second form, and here there is another action taking place. Now there are two ways to put it. One way is one thing happening after the another one, back to back two things happen. So the first thing out of two, we put it in past perfect tense, and the other thing we put in simple past tense. But we don't get any option of past perfect here. But there is only one option which is of past. We called a cab. Okay. We shall call, we are calling, we will call. ये सब future या present में. We must have called. Must have is a compulsion. But of course not working in this condition because the rest part of my sentence is in simple past tense. एक काम जो कि खत्म हो गया होके, and that's why that was your answer. Let's move on to the next one. The answer is no correction required. If you use more electricity during the summer. Now this part is if condition, and then we are using present indefinite या फिर इसे simple present tense बोल रहे हैं. If condition, and after if you have the condition which is in simple present or present indefinite, then the other clause, the result, that we put it in future tense. Okay, so your bill will be higher, which is absolutely right. Okay, यहाँ पे the only thing is the result which could be there in the future, we have mentioned it before, and condition we have presented later. We can also write it this way: if you use more electricity during the summer, comma, your bill will be higher. तो आप इस वाले पोर्शन को बाद में भी लगा सकते हो. For those जिनको नहीं पता है, this is type 1 condition, type 1 conditional sentence. So this is the combination which works. It is as straight as an arrow. Answer is B. What's the name of the man? Which car you borrowed? See, car you borrowed. Of course, it's going to be whose, जिसका मतलब होता है जिसकी या जिसका. Now, whose is used whenever you want to talk about ownership or possession of a thing. So, what is the name of the man? Man, jiski car. Whose car? Possession. The car, this car's owner is this man, and that's why whose was required over here. Next one. Continue answering here in the chat. Where we will be going, where are we going, where were we going, where we are going, where we were going. See guys, all the options in themselves are fine, okay? The whole answer lies on if you have understood this sentence. Do you know this inquired word over here? Now whatever I have is without any inverted comma. This means this sentence is in indirect narration. So we have to follow all the rules of the indirect narration. The first rule of indirect narration, where a question is asked, is we can use inquired or the word questioned here, or asked. Also, we will use the format of subject and verb and object. We won't use any inversion. So inversion कहाँ है? Where are we going and where were we going? Verb, helping verb is first, subject is next, and main verb. We cannot use this format in this structure in indirect narration. It is going to be whatever WH word you have, then the subject, then the verb and then the object. Also, indirect में आप past का use करते हो. We use past tense and different types of past tense in the indirect narration. So we are going, will be going, both options are out. We have D left, that is your answer. Okay? It cannot be your answer, dear. There are things you have to follow. See, where are we going? Present tense question, all good. Okay? But nowhere you have a question mark here. Where were we going? This is also okay. This is also according to we, subject verb agreement is fine. This isn't present, this isn't past. Where we are going, this is also okay in itself. Everything depended on whether you are able to figure out this is a sentence which is an indirect narration. If you are able to figure that out, you know the rules, you know this is the answer. Otherwise, you cannot crack this question. You are right, okay? You guys have got some funny usernames here. I think we were being followed because there is somebody walking behind. I think there are two other verbs in the sentence which are in present tense. So verb will be we are following. See, we can follow, but then the sentence will take a different structure. We are following ABCD. We are not doing this in direct, in active voice. We are being following. Being के बाद following नहीं आएगा. We are being followed. This is the passive voice of present continuous tense. Okay, I'll just try to fit this in screen. Just give me a minute. Yeah, there we go. Please start doing this. This is sentence connector or starter question depending on how well you are reading the instruction. ध्यान से पढ़ो instruction को. Can I answer this question now? Okay. Second and the third one. Now learn how to do it. Whenever you have, first of all, this type of question, please read the instruction once properly. You have to pick out the option which when used to combine both the below sentences in one. Okay, you are not restrained here that you have to use any of them in the beginning only. Sometimes you get a question where they say it has to be a starter. So there आपको एक थोड़ा सा break मिल गया. Now understand the subject and verb of both the given sentences. Chimpanzees exhibit great concern. When chimpanzees meet after having been apart, they greet each other in a very human way. Okay, so this second one itself has two parts. Okay, now chimpanzees are closely related to humans. Where are you getting this? See, their greeting is in a very human manner. That is okay, but nowhere we are getting to see that the chimpanzees are directly related to you. The first one, the part in itself is wrong. Often observed. Now, what you can do is you can say chimpanzees exhibit great concern for each other. Often observed, you put it in middle and then you continue with the second sentence. That's one way to do it. You can do it in the second way also, that is the third option. Chimpanzees exhibit their concern for each other. So when you have exhibits given over here, first you mention the second sentence. When chimpanzees meet, they greet each other. पूरा second sentence आ जाएगा. After which you are going to add this part which exhibits their concern for each other. So this chimpanzee subject third वाले में नहीं लगेगा. That's how you are going to do it. So see, your sentences could be rearranged. First can go at the second place and vice versa. Then you can get to use your phrase or connector in the beginning or in between the sentences. You have to think all the way around whenever you do such questions. None of these. That could be an answer, isn't it? See, you can connect two sentences, first of all, only if there is a common point or a common standard or a base between them. There is a possibility that both sentences they may not go together. They are simply two different information. Okay, so the footage showed towering flames shooting high up in the air against a night sky and the pipeline ablaze. So the footage showed something. Screaming people ran from explosions, some burning themselves and waving their arms. Even if you don't go through options, you know this is the extension of what is mentioned in the first sentence. So in footage, what all we saw towering flames, we saw pipeline ablaze, we saw people screaming, running, burning. So all the remaining information here is a part of footage. So since cannot be used because since is used for cause-effect relationship, although is used for contrast, instead of is used whenever we want to replace first thing with the second thing or second thing with the first thing. So in the place of the first thing, second thing is being used. इसमें तीनों कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. That's why none of these. So see, if you want to use since in the beginning, okay, since क्योंकि since the footage showed this thing, क्योंकि footage ने towering flames बताई, this was the reason why people were screaming. People screaming and all that incident happening, it's the part of footage. It is not cause effect. You can read it again and check, no? See, the thing is, you must know the rules. For your RBI exam, you still have got a lot of time. Cover your foundation, cover your basis, know the rule, okay? And after that, let's just say you are not aware of a particular rule, maybe you forgot or you are confused in how the rule is applied. In that case, if you have read a lot, अगर आपकी reading बहुत strong है, you will be able to solve the question. The answer is C. The students have given up on preparations for now, for exams now. They are now busy trying to spend most of their time playing sports. So something is happening. They have stopped doing something. And at the same time, in the same time zone, same time period, now is telling us that they are doing something else. Due to is used for cause effect. It is not because of something they left the other thing. तो ये नहीं आएगा. For is also used as a connector, as a conjunction, not as a preposition. As a conjunction, this is used in the place of because. Same reason यहाँ पर for का use नहीं होगा. Having, okay? So it will go like this. Having given up. The first sentence will go on. Instead of they, you will write students. The students are now doing this. They are now busy trying to spend most of the time in playing. Yes, yes. See, the way I have written, that's exactly the same thing. Instead of they, we will use noun and it will connect it this way. After having, you can use verb third form. Okay. Next question. Yeah. So the course that is going on our platform, the offline course, my classes are online there. I have already completed the grammar part, and now we have started practicing and working on the question types. That's there. I got 17, but I think I can reach. You can reach 25 plus. Trust me, I have seen students scoring 25 plus in exams, about 25. And it's possible with any of you who is willing to be consistent and follow what is being taught. We can definitely do better. Okay, all of you can do better. Be consistent, be regular, and be determined. Okay, so you have a couple of words given here, and you have to pick the word or the phrase from the alternatives which is suitable in the given context. Okay, so drubbing. Norway got, received, or took a severe, you can go with any of the verbs, with a severe drubbing at the hands of Manchester United. So, drubbing means defeat. Okay, so there you go, that was your answer. This is just a way to ask synonymous words. This should be easy. This is a word we often get to see in newspapers, editorials, articles. Yes. So now that English has taken over the main language as the main language, the country's native language has been marginalized. Okay, that means it has gone down or not downgraded exactly, but it has lost some of its importance, and that is to relegate. This should be super easy because this is the tone often asked in exam, right? So laudable tone bhi पूछी जाती है. In RCs you get a question and one of the options often we get to see is laudable. Anything which is appreciable, praiseworthy, उसको हम laudable बोलते हैं. Good job, guys. Please make sure to like and share the session, guys. Ten questions में समझ में नहीं आएगा that what exactly it is. So unless and until you do 100 questions, then you can get a percentage of how well you are doing. Okay, these are just random questions, and I don't know when you joined because we did some other questions started at 1:30 p.m. Don't jump to conclusions. Prescribe. So the eighth amendment prescribes something. किसी चीज को forbid करना. Okay, something is not letting the other thing take place. उसको रोकना. That is forbid, which is proscribed in technical language, especially when we talk about a rule, a law that is stopping someone from doing something. So the word is proscribed. That's what we use. This would be the last question. This is just a 30-minute session, guys. And again, I want to ask you guys to be regular because once you are exposed to a variety of questions, you'll get to know where you stand. Also, it will help you practice topics from all over the syllabus, and that's what we want. Cool. So here the answer is oppression. किसी के अंडर प्रेशर में गुलामी में रहना. So Britain was a slave trading nation. So even if you don't know the meaning of subjugation, let's assume opulence, luxury, regime, trade का तो कोई यहाँ पे रोल ही नहीं है. We are talking about slave trading nation and built on its colonial economy on slave labor, and they are under these people, under oppression. Okay, so that was the synonyms. Any word given in a context is always helpful. अगर यहाँ केवल subjugation होता है, no sentence would have been given. It could be or it could have been tough for some of you. Okay, what is it exactly? When you go through a word, whenever even in your own time you're doing vocabulary, try to do it along with the statement, along with the sentence. If there is no sentence available, you make your own sentence looking at the meaning of the word. That's the best way to remember vocabulary, especially those words which are often confusing or not that memorable. So that will help you. I'll be meeting you later in the session, the class, if you are a part of it, of our paid course at 8 p.m. If not, then tomorrow on our other channel, we are going to have half an hour session, 1:30 to 2. Okay, subscribe kar lijiye if you haven't, and do like and share the session. Okay, yeah, hello, thank Thank you all of you. Bye bye. Take care.